With me today is Cheryl Austin. She's the author of The Path, and I'm going to ask my usual question. Cheryl, what inspired you to write this book?
Well, to tell you the truth, it was an interesting event that happened. I had been to a wonderful worship service the night before at my church. Mm-hmm. The next day, as I was walking, the words just began to come to me. I was inspired to write about words to encourage people who are going through difficult situations or carrying around a lot of baggage from their past. So that's how I kind of got started with The Path.
Now, is this part of it from personal experience? Have you had a lot of baggage to carry around?
Yes, I have. I really have. You know, when you've lived as long as I have, and you've done some of the made some of the mistakes that I have made, you do carry around baggage. And sometimes, in spite of the fact that you've come out of those situations, there's still residuals of those experiences in your life. And so I really felt that there was a need to share with people a way for them to get free of that baggage.
Now, you do Bible study groups, and you're very active in your church. So did you use all of this? Did you do research to work on the book?
No, this book comes out of experience. And actually, the Bible studies, I did do them at the FAA where I worked. But I retired from the FAA in 2008. And now I do a lot of personal ministry. I'm still working through my church, but I just want to share words of encouragement with people wherever I go. And so we do seminars and we do study groups, and we're getting ready in 2011 to do actually a cruise where we will do bring people together to kind of encourage one another.
Right. Well, you have some interesting titles here for your chapters. I was particularly intrigued with Trash for Treasure.
Trash for treasure. And the trash is the things that we carry around with us. And you can exchange that trash for treasure. You don't have to bring that with you forward to your whole life. So I've had trash. You know, I remember being young and doing some awfully foolish things. You know, partying and getting into all kinds of things, bad relationships, all of that. And I was carrying that trash with me. And the thing about it is, when you don't free yourself of trash, when you go into new relationships and new situations, you just keep bringing that stuff forward. So you have to actually exchange that trash for treasure. Oh, okay. And so I tell you about that in my book.
And you've got Turned Inside Out.
Turned Inside Out is a focus. You're focusing not on yourself, but you begin to focus on other people. I believe that the greatest joy that people have is in serving other people. And sometimes, you know, in life, you get so self-focused. And that's what leads to even depression in people, is a focus on themselves.
Right.
But, you know, after a while, you begin to see and realize that when you go outside of yourself and you help someone else, when you can bring somebody else along, that brings you the greatest joy. So in this part of the book, the character is turned inside out, from the inside out.
Right. Now, how do you want people to use this book? Should they just sit down and read it and then get on with their lives, or is it something they should read a little bit at a time?
Well, this book you can read all at one time, but at the end of the book it tells you to read it again. Because when you read it the first time, you won't get all of the insights that I think that you can get out of this book.
Right.
But, you know, I have people that read this book over and over again. I had people come to me and say, I've read your book 6 times. And then I passed it on, because I say read it twice and pass it on. So I think that if you're going through a difficult time, if you're in a difficult season, you can go back and read it again. It's a very short book. You can read it on an airplane. You can read it before you go to bed. It's only 63 pages, but it's powerful.
Well, and it's actually small enough that you can carry around with you.
You sure can.
At least women in their purses.
In your purse. That's right. That's right.
And the victory is not in me.
It's not in me. The victory in your life does not come solely through you. It comes through God. Okay, and so you can find true victory in your life. But if you think it's all in you, it puts that much more of a burden on you to make everything right in your life. And what I share with people is that they don't have to carry everything alone, so you can have true victory in your life. When you're free of the burdens, when you know how to get where you need to go, and you have someone accompanying you on that journey, then you can have true victory.
Now, are you planning on writing another book?
Well, you know, I've written several poems, and I've had a lot of people ask me that question. I think that I will. I really believe that I will. I believe that I have a lot to say. And I think that we're in a time in history when people are so discouraged by so much. The economy, you know, the job situation, people are losing homes. And I just want to be able to encourage. So I think that's really my heart, is to bring people up. And so I believe that, yes, I will write a book again, and probably very soon. Okay. I've got some things in mind.
Well, I hope when you get your next book published, you'll come on and tell us about that.
I certainly will do that. I would love to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We've had with us Cheryl Austin. She has written The Path, which you can find at your library and your favorite bookstore.